And just like clockwork, it's about that time. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the grand finale of the WCBU WGLT Stay at Home Concert Series presented by CEFCU. I'm Highway 309 host Ariel, and I need you to take a second. Take a second right now and look around. Take in every single thing. And I need for you to answer this question. Do you have the best seat in the house? Because tonight we have some great music from the likes of Sara Quah. There's also Julius Adams, music from the Mary Jo Curry Band. There's Leah Marlene and also Edward David Anderson. So you're going to really need the best seat. So make sure you have it. Let's get right into the music. And first up, we have Sara Quah. Sara Quah is a singer-songwriter who describes herself as a woke human being from not-so-normal Illinois. Her most recent release is the full-length LP Taking Me Back from 2017. Sara has decided to release the song that you are about to hear and see for the first time. She wrote it a few years back and has decided that it is time for everyone to hear it. Sara says, "Photograph the Moon" seemed like a good match for this project in this strange time, because it's sort of about how it's okay to fill your time with things that aren't necessarily seen as productive, but are worthwhile experiences just the same. Taking a photograph of the moon is a good example of that. So here's the world premiere of the song and the video, Photograph the Moon, from Sara Quah.
Daydream blind to nowhere, walk or fill up on all the poets' talk. Sway beside me, live so kindly, photograph the moon. Oh, shiny as a dime, make up all the time, I lost and make you mine. Oh, heavy on my mind, weighing on my mind. Oh, bright and silver eye, keep you all for mine, hold on to make you mine. Oh, lonely lovely sky, lonely lovely sky. Stop too many times, I'll leave your peace by
Be sure to check out more about Sara Quah on her website and follow her on social media. Next up, hailing from Peoria, is singer, songwriter, and keyboardist Julius Adams. He lists the likes of Phil Collins, Earth, Wind & Fire, Stevie Wonder, and Chaka Khan as major influences on his sound. But he also mentions that there's a big jazz influence on his music as well, as you'll hear as he talks with John Norton.
So, Julius, I'm always curious about how people actually get into the music they kind of do. Why does someone become a folk artist? Why does somebody go into rock? And in your case, smooth jazz, R&B, kind of soul music. How did you get into that in the first place?
Oh, man, when I was a kid, I listened to so much, R&B and jazz, and I was just really into it. So how I got started was my dad was a contemporary, piano player, and he had kind of put together some different recordings back in the day. And that interests me immediately. I was like, wow, I really love playing piano. He kind of taught me some different things. So I got started at that. And then I just really was just interested in listening to so many records like that. So I was like, man, let me jump into R&B and jazz. And I just love jazz anyway. As a kid, I was just so interested. So every time we had jazz band at school, I joined the band. And I was a drummer at first. So I wasn't really a piano player, and that's what I love. My first love was drums. So, like when I first got started, it was...
Who was the drummer that first got your attention?
Buddy Rich.
No
Honestly,
kidding.
Because my dad was like, he would always show me that guy. And, Dennis Chambers. It was huge. Like, as a kid, you grew up watching those guys. You're like, wow, so definitely those two guys right off the bat.
So piano came into your life. Was it someone like Herbie Hancock or Chick Corea or?
Both. I would say Herbie Hancock is just amazing to me. I love his smooth play, and then I love what Chick comes up with. And I'll tell you other piano player that, because I was listening to classical too, was Chopin. So just those three in particular really influenced me to want to jump into it like right away, and I started playing. I became more interested right then and there.
So, like everyone, you've had to put your live music to a grinding halt here. What are you doing in the meantime? Just practicing a lot?
Yes, at this time right now, been writing a lot of songs, and just trying to come up with something different. Because I like to do practice songs first, and then when I started doing the practice songs, that helps me create new material. So I might do 6 or 3 or 4 or 5 songs, listen to them, and then I might piece them together with other songs. Okay, maybe I want to take this verse here. So I've been definitely just staying on, constantly recording and just coming up with new stuff. Right now we can't go to the studio, but hopefully pretty soon we can, because I got some great ideas.
Well, we've seen the video, Your Love, that you put together for the stay-at-home concert. You obviously had a lot of fun with it. Can you? Wait, you can't wait to see this. Can you give us a little bit of background on the song itself?
Yeah, the song was it was a song about just relationships, the woman that you just really love, and or just a significant of who you love or whatever. It was just one of those type of songs, and I really was inspired to write it through just listening to a lot of love songs and stuff like that. And I was like, this is a really nice, topic to talk about. So I put it together like that. And it was really fun making a video. It was hilarious. I had a really good time with it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see that in just a second. Julius, we're so glad that you're on the stay-at-home concert. Thanks for jumping on board with us, and thanks for the conversation.
Oh, no, thank you. Appreciate it, John. Thank you for the opportunity. It's been awesome.
Your love has captured me. This is where I wanna be. Your love, I wanna know. Being with you is my joy. Your love is so sweet, makes my heart skip and beat. Your love, your love. Every day I'm so blessed that you're in my life, giving me all your love without no strife.
That was Julius Adams with Your Love. And you can learn more about Julius on social media and on his website. Next up is the Mary Jo Curry Band. Mary Jo Curry is a ISU theater grad who has been making a name for herself on the national blues stage. She and guitarist Michael Rapierre started performing together about 9 years ago. Chris Rogers on the bass and Rick Snow on the drums joined later. And at the close of 2019, Mary Jo Curry was named the Best Female Vocalist of the Year by the Illinois Times. She calls the Powerhouse rhythm section the magical component that propelled the band's sound. Mary Jo's self-titled first album debuted at #1 on the Roots Music Report Classic Blues charts. Her just released album Front Porch, which can be heard on Highway 309, is working its way up the charts as we speak. From that album, we have a WCBU WGLT Stay at Home concert world premiere. This song is called Nothing Is Easy.
I'm standing at the crossroads where all them deals been struck. No sign of the dealer, just a burnt out pickup truck, but nothing's easy. Nothing's going my way. Yeah, I'm standing at the crossroads, can't give my soul away. Boss man's giving overtime, loads of extra pay. Time and a half and a big paycheck, saving for a rainy day, but nothing's easy. Bad times are here to stay. I thought my money was plenty, taxman took it all away. My daughter's got a brand new job, moving out the house. Feeling good, feeling strong, let the wrong man in her life, now nothing's easy. Pain and constant strife. That man laid his hands on her, now she's doing 10 to life. Crossroads where all them deals been struck. Looking for the dealer, he slides out from that old truck, says nothing's easy. He says life it just ain't fair. I'm sorry about your bad luck, honey, but I got no deals to spare.
Be sure to keep up with the Mary Jo Curry Band by going to their website and following them on social media. Now, before we move on to our next act, Since this is the grand finale of the WCBU WGLT Stay at Home concert series, we think you deserve a special treat from a group of Illinois State University students. And they, like us, have been finding creative ways to, stay connected and share music during this stay-at-home mandate. So, from the ISU School of Music under the direction of Assistant Professor Mark Grizzard, here are the Chamber Singers. Thank you so much to the ISU Chamber Singers, and right now seems like a good time to share with you some more thank yous tonight. We've been raising money during our spring fund drive for the past few weeks, and we want to thank everyone who's contributed. A big shout out is going out to some very special people who contributed very generously, including Ted Morris and Sandra Rowe. You can still help out WCBU and WGLT meet our fund drive goals so we can continue news, music, and the programs that you love on your public radio station. Contribute now by going to our websites, and thanks. Now it's time that you get to meet Normal Community West grad Leah Marlene, who just recently finished up her first year of college. Leah Marlene was born in Toronto, Canada, and made her way to Illinois at the age of 3. Her father is Derry Grehan, who is the guitarist and songwriter for the Canadian-based band Honeymoon Suite. Now, before we get to her video for Missin' You, John Norton caught up with the energetic Marlene, and they talked about music and that oh so precious first year of college.
Well, Leah Marlene, every time I see you or talk to you, you're always so upbeat, and I wish I could bottle some of that and keep it myself sometime, right? But in this pandemic, are you finding that you're still upbeat, or how are you handling it?
Well, that is a good question. I find that being upbeat is like my default social personality type, but it's definitely not what you're going to find me at all hours of the day. Like I still am grieving many things and am fearful and all of that jazz that comes with something so out of my hands like this. But I've been so incredibly blessed by a lot of things with the circumstances that I was not anticipating it by any means. And so that has been very unexpected and wonderful. So that has made things a lot easier to be joyful. But I do find like you can find joy in every little thing. And I think that's what this pandemic has given a lot of people appreciation for, all the small things. So
I think in a nutshell, you just answered yes, but in a much more eloquent way. You said you were blessed.
Oh, man, that is a very loaded question. But there have been so many things. This, like, just having a time to rest and regroup was very, very necessary for me in this time. This past year has been really, honestly, very rough for me. And so, this pandemic has just given me an opportunity to kind of get back on my feet, and it's taken a while. And it's also been a blessing just to be with my family. I didn't think I would be living at home ever again. And my brother moved back home too. So we're all together, which has been like so awesome. It's been like childhood, which I'm still a child, but it's been like young childhood to all be back here again. And just to be able to like invest in all the creative things that I am always way too busy to invest in. And take summer classes and just so many things that have just been so awesome about it. So yes, there's a lot to that question, to that answer, but that's the short version of it. So
you're a student down in Nashville at Belmont University.
Yes, indeed. We love Belmont. But I'm taking some Maymester classes right now. I was going to be taking classes all summer, but I'm still on the fence. But I think that I'm going to probably pull back a little bit and just focus on like the life-bringing things to me right now in this season. So we'll see what happens with that. But right now I'm taking like 8 hours. So.
What are you learning about the culture of Nashville being down there full time now?
I've been very pleasantly, I don't know if I've been like super surprised, but I've like been happy that this has affirmed what I thought it would be like. But it has just been so collaborative and like such great community, and everybody, like not just in Belmont, but like all over, just people lifting each other up, which I am all about. I love that. And so I've been able to find so many like-minded people there, which has been awesome. And so, yeah, the culture is just very, very warm and very like generous. And just, it's very creatively stimulating too. Like it's crazy. It's full of like, everybody's a creative. So that's a really fun environment to be in.
Okay. So the name of your song that we're going to see on video here is called Missing Something?
Yeah, I just wrote this over Zoom during quarantine with this really cool guy named Josh Nichols in Nashville. He's insane. He's so good. And yeah, I didn't know. I was like, what should I play? And I decided to just pull out something new that I think is really encouraging. And I think a lot of people could benefit from hearing these words. So, yeah.
Leah Marlene, great to catch up with you, and thanks for being on our stay-at-home concert series. We're thrilled that you're on.
I am thrilled to be on it. Thank you for having me.
Another day trying to find space in a crowded mind. Anything just to save face in my safe place from a step behind. It's the routine, the same thing everybody knows. You don't ask for a blank page, take what they say, then you make the most. You've been wondering, wanting to find the pieces that you lost along the way. Yeah, you may think that you've been missing something, but the world's been missing you. Running in circles for the sake of running, leading you further from the truth. I know it's hard to imagine when it's the only thing you knew. Yeah, you may think that you've been missing something, ooh, but the world's been missing you. Ooh, ooh, been missing you. Ooh, no, 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 no. You can take up space, don't apologize. It was yours in the first place. You don't have to hide. No, you may think that you've been missing something, but the world's been missing you. Running in circles for the sake of running is leading you further from the truth. I know it's hard to imagine when it's the only thing you knew. Yeah, you may think that you've been missing something, but the world's been missing you. Wondering, no, you're not missing any pieces
just know you haven't lost your way. Oh, you may think that you've been missing something, but the world's been missing you. Running in circles for the sake of running is leading you further from the truth. I know it's hard to imagine when it's the only thing you knew. Yeah, you may think that you've been missing something. Oh, you may think that you've been missing something, but the world's been missing you. No, 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 no.
You can follow Leah Marlene on social media and learn more about her by going to her website. And now it's a finale to the grand finale. It's Bloomington's very own Edward David Anderson. He's the founder of the now reunited one-time national touring Backyard Tire Fire. And he also fronts other incarnations, including Edward David Anderson's Black Dirt Revival and a smaller version if needed with Alabama Getaway playing Grateful Dead songs. His most recent album is a solo acoustic affair, which he recorded last year at Night Shop in Bloomington and Hey Nani in Arlington Heights. The video you are about to see is for the song Dog Days. It's from Edward David Anderson's 2018 Black Dirt Records release, Chasing Butterflies. It stars the family Chihuahua pug. Would that be a Pugawawa? I don't know, but his name is Ernie. It's called, like I said, Dog Days, and you know, it's just those days when you wish you could trade places with your pooch. Here's Dog Days from Edward David Anderson.
As I watched him lay there dreaming, he was clearly on the run, chasing rabbits and sleeping in the sun. Unaware of any weeping for all that's come undone, he sleeps soundly just laying in the sun. That's my dog, and he's sleeping like a log. As I stand here in this fog, he don't mind the smog. Some days I'd like to be him, that's my dog. Each day I'm out there scheming, 'cause there's so much left to say. I'm chasing shadows down an overgrown highway. Sometimes I get to beaming, something goes our way. It won't last, but we'll enjoy it just the same. Just like my dog, when he's sleeping like a log. As I stumble through this fog, he don't mind the smog. Some days I'd like to be him, that's my dog. He puts up with my fits, we'll never get into it. And he don't care who's president, not one bit. He's my dog, and he's still sleeping like a log. As I stumble through this fog, he don't mind the smog. Some days I'd like to be him, some days I'd like to be. Some days I'd like to be him, that's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. As I watched him lay there dreaming, he was clearly on the run, chasing rabbits and sleeping in the sun.
You can find out more about Edward David Anderson on his website and on his social media. Let's give a huge round of applause for all of tonight's musicians and all of the amazing Central Illinois musicians who have graced your screen during this whole stay-at-home concert series. And you know what? Another round of applause for our presenting sponsor, CEFCU. We appreciate everyone who has been letting the power of music bring us together even while we're apart. Be sure to listen to music just like you've heard throughout this whole stay-at-home series by traveling Highway 309, where you can listen to that on the weekends or anytime on our website. And please keep supporting WCBU and WGLT. Your support is critical to keep coverage of local news and local music strong. Be well, stay safe and healthy, and we look forward to seeing you very soon.